banging the table. Don't bang the table. Please, feel free to bang the table and answer this very particular question. Just give us any three core values of King Caesar University.
Okay.
Firstly,
So we have accountability, respect, and integrity.
just be a promise that you are saying today words, but something you will put into action. What guarantee do we have?
much input from students and all input.
You started by telling us that there is a question that people continuously ask, including the borderline that brought me to this particular university. What is King Caesar University? I want you to answer that particular question. But as you are answering that particular question, or before you answer that particular question, just tell us the vision and the mission of King Caesar University.
Thank you so much. Start with the mission. It is AINEBYONA University, and the mission is to provide a holistic education through teaching. An inventive environment for this education. Kingceasor's University is the biggest private university in the city of Kingceasor's University is us. Kingceasor's University is me, is the promotion of
It is very important that we listen to what those people are telling us. Over to you.
So we're just going to start off with KATO. I did get interested in the discussion that Paul had about competency. Oftentimes, when we come back to electioning, we always have Okay, so I'm very interested in what you submitted about competency. And for any electioning, there is always that one right-hand person. And for the debates that moderated from Kabale to probably East Arts, these people are always voted into your government as the prime ministers, because in casual language, you call it power and body, because that you got to However, from your submission, you say that a vetting process is going to be important, that regardless, we have to vet these individuals. Now, from the audience and the voters, it's quite really abnormal for them to think that right-hand person is someone you're going to get. But the question is simple. If there is a way that you can consider that this person is merited, right, to say that are good people, do you think that vetting is still important, even under specific context, and do you think this person is merited?
Thank you. I was not saying directly. I think that vetting is still necessary. Why? Because me as a youth president, I hold power on behalf of everybody here. Use that power. If I use it to make decisions based on my own understanding, I think I'll be wrongly using the power that these people have given me. So that's why I think these people need a chance to participate in that process of choosing who leads them. Young politicians learn from the good practices that our elders use. In the government, when anybody is sitting for a top position, the leadership, they are always vetted by parliament, which is vetting committees that I will speak of parliament. Now, it's not because the president doubts their capabilities, but it is a good practice. Other people have their own ideas. I, for one, may think, for example, maybe you're a good person and you're competent, but for another person thinks otherwise. They need a chance to bring it on board and be looking to it. That's why I think it is very important, and I'll push for it.
Okay, so I'm so interested. I'm so interested in understanding how you do to coach specific partnerships with organizations like DFC, for example, is money. Do you think it's in the power of the university to make this a precondition before the partnership does exist?
It's in the power of the university when they are negotiating business partnerships to ask for free benefits that come with the partnership they are entering. It is my responsibility as a new president, wherever I inspire God, to inform the administration as long as it benefits our students. That this is a channel, this is a map we can use to the benefit of our students. That is how I intend to operationalize.
Alright, so I'll be getting to ADONIA. I'll just reference this with a mission statement for this university versus what it's already in the history. So the mission for the university says we want to provide a holistic education through inventive teaching, learning and research, amid fostering socio-economic transformation. That is a mission statement for the university. My question, however, is quite simple. When you talk about the job market, and one of the biggest challenges to say that as we can't ever add a master's to this institution, or you can't be taken in simply because of where you come from, i.e. KingCeasor, and probably not in an institution that might be developed. Do you think prospectively it would have been much better for you to seek out job creation, and when you look for ways in which you can go against this,
as opposed to painting that image that you cannot change the
First, let me remember what I said. I talk about, it's not that you cannot. I'm talking about years so far. That question is still speculative. Where are you going to go? That was my point. Where are you going to go? You face the challenge. I want to complete. But this is the challenge that you're going to have. And to still answer the question of job creation, when I talk about internship places, these are the people that are going to be absorbed. When I talk about business exports, these are people you're encouraging them to do business, you're opening them to the business world.
I just have a question to ask. So you did talk about teamwork, and from your statement you said that with teamwork you have to work with everyone because they have a unique ability as individuals. My question is simple. Is it possible that you step down and choose to be part of any of your opponents, or teamwork is only possible when you have a great president?
Thank you very much for that question. Let me say, framing the question, everyone has a unique ability. So I have a unique ability to be present, so I can work with them and their team. So the people that I have are too unique because they are student-centered, I'm a listener, and I know the problem of this university. Thank you very much.
That marks the section of the moderated candidate questions. There is the answer in within the candidate questions.
Alright, the most interesting part of the debate. Candidates to candidates questions.
Before we start, I want us to be very intentional about this, and this is very simple. The reason as to why this is the most heated part of the debate is because each candidate who is asking the question, we may not have the ability to ask all the three. So you have to choose two candidates you'd want to ask the question. Just two. Listen to the rules. The rules are very simple. Your question should last 1 minute. The candidate who has been chosen and has been asked the question, your response should not go more than 2 minutes. And after giving your response, kindly take your seat.
And the candidate who has answered, you have 1 more minute to give a follow-up response. Whether the question, whether the answer that was given was okay to you or not. Your follow-up is not another question. It is just a question. Probably ask them, what is my name? My full name is Before we get to that, if I want to apologize, I didn't mention any job. randomized. The candidate wearing mask ask the question is none other than Honorable MARVIN.
Thank you. I have been asked if I got the instructions well.
Before, please call the desired candidate. I'll mention their names. Then you stand up, you give them the microphone, you ask the question, they respond, you come back, then the next candidate.
Did you say I can only ask two candidates?
Yeah, two candidates.
Okay, so I'm going to ask KATO Bride TAREMWA and my brother AINEBYONA ADONIA.
You did mention that when you're forming committees, you will submit lists of 3. But the new constitution gives ministers that authority to appoint standing committees that they will work with. Don't you think you already suggested to us that you will be unconstitutional in how you run your affairs by saying, as a president, you will have the powers to submit lists for these committees?
As a new president, who also serves as the chief executive, one of my roles is supervisory and advisory. In accordance to my mission of being a parent
You cannot be transparent and accountable if the first thing you want to do when you come into power is to attack the powers of the people you are appointed to serve. As supervisor does not go the roles of the people that supervise. Yes, please. You mentioned that to foster respect for KCU, we must celebrate outside the university and we must have outreaches. I have a question on that. When it comes to a time where we don't win, like we just lost in Soroti the other day, when it comes to schools which are not yet winning, how is your strategy going to work? Talking about outreaches, you seem to only know about medical outreaches. How are you going to manage the other private schools that we have in the university?
Okay. It has been said. Let me start with your last question. If you were very attentive, I talked about the boundary commissions. Time. I talked about the boundary commissions. I talked about the boundary commissions. These are not the commissions. I am talking about outreaches from schools, carrying IDSs, sending students to different schools, and they talk about schools. That is giving back to the community, and that is an outreach. The second question the first question. So, I don't believe in failing in leadership as long as I'm a leader.
Thank you so much, Adonia, for that answer. However, what people as a leader can really those you the responsibility to lead the
Also, please not to disrupt the speaker while they're speaking. Let everybody get down, then you can jubilate later on. Since Mr. Marvin did engage in the KALISA, please get on stage to ask the question.
I'm going to ask my brother KATO and ADONIA.
To ask you the question starts now.
Well, you talked about the idea of the student canteen, which I also share. However, this doesn't go to be that this is a starting point that is starting with us. My question is, what do you think the previous government failed to do to achieve it for these students that you're thinking about that you are achieving this time? Thank you very much.
All the previous governments have failed to realize that we don't have enough country. And it's now time to initiate that discussion. The difference. They don't have a country, when access to the world table. It's not a discussion. The previous governments have failed to understand that we don't have a new
I'm just appointing that we have leaders who start telling lies. Because I worked in the previous government, I did a big employment and work for. We may not carry business around, and I'm good with this thing, and these mistakes that are being done are very wrong. But to me, I'm very within and to me, that's one question. Very simple. I don't give a fuck if you look at the company president. Why not?
Which candidates are you asking? I will ask KALISA. KATO.
Thank you so much. Before the question, I want to first inform him. He talked about constitutional review, and it's a point of information that the constitution is under review. That is one. The second thing, he talked about the School of Agriculture, and I know you have an agriculture student here. The question is violent tables the problem we are facing as an institution right now? Is banging tables the main problem we have as an institution?
Thank you very much for that question. Should we bang the tables? You realize that my friend ADONIA, I think, thinks that banging the table is all about physical banging. We have intellectual banging, we have all discussions, and that's all banging the table. And
my follow-up is I would love to comment that he talked about intellectual banging, and I don't know if it would be good with him. He's a great academician, by the way. He's a very great academician, and how I advise him. My question to my brother KATO. We also talked about the constitution. We also talked about the constitution, and I want to talk. He understands it better. I want to ask him about what you know about Appendix 3, about the students' common room, and how you're going to go about it.
When we talk about students' common room, that's the place where students are free to interact, watch TV and socialize. When we have the rooftop here and the lecture of our university, we have the rooftop and people can work and say something.
I follow up in 1 minute in 1 class. I want to make him brief for him on this constitution.
I'll ask Honorable Marvin and Honorable ADONIA.
Your 1 minute to ask Honorable Marvin the question starts now.
Honorable Marvin, I have a question directed to you. During the introduction of ourselves by the moderators, we took as a third year negotiating university semester. I'm also a third year in my, I'm also a third year student in my second semester, but the people of your district number are in fourth year first semester. Can you explain to students why you are in third year second semester, but you are in fourth year first semester?
I find it wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, very well, please sit down. Sit down, please sit down, yes. Sit down. No, please sit down. Next action, of course, you move out. Listen to me. You don't want to sit down, next action is to move out. Listen to me. That's the last time for you.
TAREMWA pride, instead of ironing issues, goes petty and is rather concerned in why I'm studying with him. That is rather telling that in a contest of ideas, KATO would rather ask you whether you have a girlfriend or not. It means, friends, that KATO in Senate would rather have you stay back for another semester than depending you to proceed to not finding. Such a good president can never.
The action of the leaders predicts, so they need to, thinking the programs are not there. Maybe it is because already you're employed by the government and you look like that. But I'm trying to predict, if you read the manifesto, that's the backbone. But the manifesto has all the problems the students are facing. That's why my entire plan is not on the constitution. It is to uphold the constitution, but to serve the students.
My follow-up is the reason why for me personally I think a good president is elected in office. These are the people who give you the mandate to be the good president, and I think the backbone of the farmers manifesto should be directly linked to the students' needs. It's a good thing, but I think the most important thing should be about us now.
We are now going to the part of audience. Listen. Each candidate is going to be asked 2 questions by the audience. For specifically 2 reasons. Number 1, none of you followed our rules from the very beginning about the Vuvuzelas. That time and wasted time. The way we proceed to block the Vuvuzelas, we will reduce the question to 1. So please continue. Honorable Adonia is on stage. Here is the rule. The audience, you have 1 question in less than a minute to ask the honorable. Please note, no personal questions. You don't want the girlfriend or the so-called ex to come and tell you you don't say that you're going to send it to work and other people's hands. No personal questions, please. Ask questions that are relevant to this. And we are going to have gender balance. Everything's women's day. Lady, gentleman, where is the lady?
Okay, so let's have a lady.
Okay, so I'm asking Mr. ADONIA, I would like to, in your town, your name, I would love to know. That is all I want to know. Thank you. Excuse me, yes. I think I will down those. Yeah, before person. In the presidential debate, it is not really in order for someone to be attacked. The person of the government is not going to be validated. Please proceed to the question.
See that? I'm doing, no? Me, my question is that how come much he didn't know about it in this school or university. We have a program for cyber where the formula are reading whenever we have like any expression, they choose the formula over the other.
I'm saying the point. You don't understand it now. Please say the point.
All right. Thank you so much. My question goes to Honorable Donia. When you were asked about what King Caesar University is, you gave the answer perfectly. But however, in your manifesto, you mentioned the word must. And remember that this is an institution that runs with principles and rules. Why do you use a word must? Meaning it is really granted without any mitigation measures. How are you going to address on that? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll start with the question from the lady. She talked about the tribalism, and I think I want to go back to the man. If I look at my legs, how to handle every time you're listening to the dog, you're listening to the dog is always I am a person who stands for politics of interest, not politics of identity. And that's why my brother talked about the white mask, and whenever I use that word, it means when I say I must protest for your business. It is my power, and I don't have to put it on face. Thank you very much. You are in 3.2 and it is 3.2. I would like to explain the audience the beauty for one we have been start as giving. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's another lady. If she's not here, I will proceed. Please, you have any other lady? If there is any other lady, you can proceed. If there is no lady, ask your question.
Okay. Okay. Are you a student of King Caesar?
Yeah, I think I could see a down.
Yeah. Okay. Please, by the rules of moderation, I'm going to ask you a question. Step down. Please, step down. Okay. Okay. This gentleman, what's your problem? You have a question? What's your problem? Good afternoon, everyone. The very very busy. Good evening, dear students. Mine is a point of order, and I request you to listen to me. Someone from the first camp stood up and asked Adonia, right? And the boy didn't want to allow this girl from a different camp to ask, because you see, she just asked Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would like to ask my question. Since these are international issues, allow me to ask the question, please. Yeah, due to the time, due to the fact of time, please kindly, I'm going to ask the one question, but having part A and part B. Yeah. Dear KATO, in your speech, you talk about transparency and trusting your DRCs. According to the instance that happened recently, as we are choosing the chairperson EC, I happen to witness some people being called for 50K on a dinner, and they sold out our choice. You know, when we select these DRCs, they are representing us. What are you going to do to change the people's mentality? They don't have to say the selecting of the ministers. How are you going to change these people to understand that the mistake is very cheap? How are you going to change that? When you look at yourself here currently, you're all medical students. How are you going to change so that even other schools can also give presence? We find that it's the fact of money that the direct efforts are not reaching that extent. What is the problem? But she is saying, allow you to speak our internal issue. If the current government is doing government, please. Yeah, I'm not doing the Unfortunately, I didn't pick the last question, but I will start with the first question. He asked me about he asked about the prerequisites for one to stand for guild president, and there are quite a number, but I will mention like 3 or 4. Student should have a CGP of 3.0, should have no criminal record, should have 50 people at least to among others. Now, the question I asked Honorable Marvin is a question that he was supposed to answer himself,
have, and he answered it. So I have no addition to that. I don't know what exactly you wanted, but these are the requirements for what stand for being president. Thank you. Now, I'll go to the next question. He asked about that he talked about people being given money to vote some people. I don't have information about that, and I don't have proof to that, so I don't have a comment to that. Okay. The other questions, unfortunately, I didn't get them because of the noise. So I encourage you to remain calm and let people ask so that we can respond effectively. Thank you. And I asked for just an adjustment. I'm sorry that I have to stand up in the lot of money questions for all the candidates. But I want the independent candidate to answer it. Now, we are here debating about student leadership. And the evidence we are putting here on the ballot which should be the guide to everyone. And now, we are going to vote on Friday. If so, we have to. Last year, we had challenges. Last year, we had challenges regarding the elections. And it was because, one, we didn't have voter registers. They are supposed to do an online system. And I got what they told me. Because we had the same challenges. They are the one. The what they told me it is a better system. We are going to perform better. Therefore, we know, so far, we don't know that system. We don't manage that system. And here we are, elections on Friday, and I think we should do that same. So, my message to the candidates, all of you, the first thing you can show us today is that you're fighting for democracy, right? What is your take about this voting? We can avoid all these standards because you cannot get the hands hard. You don't need to get the hands hard in assembly. So this is the only one that you have. So, candidates, which is answer.
Thank you so much.
Okay, but keep talking.
Thank you so much. The last time we were in the online debate, I tasked Comrade KATO TAREMWA and his camp to go and make research so that they are aware that the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, who happens to sit there, submitted a tribunal to the GRC House, and we've had a guilt tribunal. But we have not been a guilt government that has been oppressive, and we did find reason for subjecting students to the tribunal. That is the kind of even today, they turn up without making thorough research. I advise you, make more research about that. And then, Comrade Mark has asked, and I'm glad that you find me as the best candidate to answer questions that is rather for all candidates. So this is a hindsight. I think I would take that for an endorsement. So this is a hindsight for you students, so that you believe in the electoral system. We are just from a meeting where all your candidates were represented or were there. I went there personally, KALISA went there personally, ADONIA and TAREMWA were represented. In that meeting, all the questions we had about the online voting were answered. And this is how it was answered and how clear it was. That the voters register, for example, is already out, which is not the case with last year. It has saturated online for your information. The voters register is there. If you've not checked your name in the register, go and check. All the students in the register will vote. Just prepare your email, vote on Friday for the candidate of your choice. And Marvin is the candidate of choice. Thank you.
I see a medical ready okay, ask your question.
My name is Asime Nicholas. Honorable KALISA, I have seen you talk about accountability, and I am so concerned about accountability. Kindly enlighten us on the process of giving and maintaining a stable accountability over university like CEASOR University.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marvin and I believe KALISA, you have been in the different good president governments. You have been in the government of Amini, and you have been in the government of Seka. In the government of Amini, you were a finance minister, and it was found out by the government of Japan. Two, in the government of Mr. Seka, the law school did not get any support from the government. All the time there is no money. Next week they will say we support our medical school. So how are you going to talk about that? Are you going to give a person so that that even in there that little money that is being used for other? How will you measure your president's performance if in the past you have failed to show us your capability? Thank you very much for that wonderful questions. Now, I just want correcting a little bit. I never worked in a means government for
for point of clarity. You only worked with Honorable Seka, and so when he refers to me that I worked with Amin's government, that's false accusation, and false accusation is by the wrong. The good thing is from the school of law, I may actually instruct my lawyers take it up. Then the other thing is about he said, he asked me a question about that in the government I worked with, we never supported the law school. The truth of the matter, the law school had a dinner. The law dinner, we supported the law school with 1.5 million. I want to tell you, in the government I served, it was the first time the law school to be taken to the parliament. Nicholas, where are the witness? I don't want, surely, colleagues, I don't want to speak as if I'm cooking story. I have friends who have been here. You should ask your president. Madam Asima was there, okay? That is, and everybody's are there. Nicholas, kindly come for a second. Kindly come for a second. Kindly come for a second. No, kindly come for a second. No, come. Okay. Lastly, to our question. No, I'm still answering. No, give me time. Please, no. I need to clarify this. No, people are wasting my time. They are making me zero. They are wasting time. Let me respond. Please 1 minute. Please 1 minute. Please 1 minute. Now, please 1 minute. Please 1 minute. Tell them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am the president of the Law Society. On the issue at hand, we are going to visit the record book and the other part. Precious was there, she can clarify.
It's out of order. It's out of order. Okay.
One of the most pleasant times we shall have to speak to. Now, In my closing statement, I want to thank you all for gracing this occasion and spending time to listen to us, and reaffirm my commitment to serving students to the best of my ability with utmost transparency, accountability, and diligence. Now, for those students who are having exams on Monday, I want to wish you success, and may God grant you the blessing and the joy in succeeding in your exam. Thank you all. Have a beautiful night, and on Friday, please vote for TAREMWA as the next 7th-year president. President to work for him and start creating. I want to thank you all, and may God bless you.
Hello, Olivia. For this wonderful time where we gather and share knowledge and listen to us, and we talk about the issue of the life of students of this university. I want to appreciate for coming today here in big numbers, because as we share, we learn a lot from everyone. We don't take this time for granted. I want to thank the moderator, and everyone who has come around. Please prepare your emails on Friday and get for KALISA JULIUS. Who is having a look? Thank you very much.
Honorable Marvin.
Because they bring out what we have to do and what we do here. We would never have known that KATO is a business that we didn't come to the debate. We never have known
the transition